Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Wild Flowers. So, ich wollte gerade noch mal ganz kurz was gucken. Genau, Sophia. Es ging mir um die Brücke. Eisenbahn. Da wollte ich schauen. Halt, wir müssen immer erst nach unserem Gemüse gucken. Das ist ganz wichtig. So eine größere Gießkanne wäre halt auch nicht schlecht. Achso, und Blumen müsste ich auch mal kaufen, damit ich hier mal wieder Honig bekomme. Sonst wird das alles nichts. Sehr gut. Mais haben wir damit schon mal. Und nochmal Mais. Wir nehmen nochmal diese Baumwollsamen. So. Also ich wollte echt nochmal sagen, dass ich dieses Spiel unfassbar gut finde. Also für alle, die noch nicht wissen, wohin mit ihren Steam-Gutscheinen, holt euch auf jeden Fall mal das Spiel.
So, Thomas is the one making the bonfire for the summer festival, huh? I hope he studied the correct fuel placement. You mess that up, and we'll get sad smolder instead of roaring flames.
So. Bringe die Baumaterialien zu Parker. Wir unterhalten uns aber auf dem Weg dahin nochmal mit den anderen. Gut, Silber, da sind wir noch lange nicht.
No matter how many times I dust off Angus's clothes, he always gets them covered in flour and breadcrumbs again. But I don't mind. I love fussing over him. And he loves to be fussed over.
I'll never stop being impressed, Angus. You move around the kitchen like you're a part of it.
Aw, thanks, Tara. It took me a long time to feel so comfortable here. I studied accounting in college, but I only worked as a CPA for a year before I had to stop or lose my mind.
So, what happened to your friends back in the city, huh? You gonna go visit them this summer?
A lot of them moved away before I did. It's expensive living in the city.
Expensive? It's friggin' criminal. I've looked up the rent costs.
Hier. Oh, ich bin ganz aufgeregt. Ah! Warum ist hier zu? Samstag, Sonntag. Nein! Okay, Leute. Äh. Du halt noch ein bisschen Holz ernten. Ach, das ist jetzt so ärgerlich. Jetzt liegen vor allem überall wieder so halbe Baumstämme, ne?
Finally.
Wesley, that bookseller from Milkwater, is my biggest customer these days. What does he do with all that meat? Does he, like, feed an orphanage? A carnivorous orphanage?
Also, was brauchen wir genau? Gut, das mit dem Honig. Dann sind nur noch 70 da. Okay. Einen so einen Baum muss ich noch fällen. Dann reicht es zumindest vom Holz.
Finally!
Ich muss ja beides bei ihm in Auftrag geben, oder? So.
The summer festival seems fun and all, but doesn't it also seem like old-fashioned superstition?
What's the harm in that?
Well, after Otto's town hall meeting in the spring, we might want to cut down on superstitions. But that's just 2 cents from the newish guy.
I was delighted to learn there's a summer festival in Fairhaven when I first moved here. There's one back home called Tirgran, the Festival of Rain. My family didn't really observe it, but my friend's family did. Her mom made the most amazing saffron rice pudding every year.
Ich habe hier aber auch nichts. Doch hier. Ja gut, Kaulbarsch. Das sind meine... Ah!
Mira says I gotta ease up on the bottle, else I'll need to ask Otto for a kidney. As if that boy would even give me one.
Ah, the water's finally warm! Well, as warm as it gets here. Back home, the water is warmer in winter than the water here is in summer. Doesn't that, like, blow your mind?
Limettenbaumsetzling. Baum herangewachsen ist. Ach komm, wir kaufen mal eine Limette.
Tara! Did something happen?
We want to build a lemonade stand. That's what happened. Mommy said she would help us with the lemons, and Daddy said he would help us build the stand. But we still need the wood for the stand. And some sugar.
It's hard to say no to that.
Plus, if you help us, we'll give you a lemonade discount. So you'll be like an investor. You can see long-term returns. Emmy's been reading a book that Daddy bought. He said it was boring, but Emmy doesn't think it's boring.
What kind of long-term returns are we talking here?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to that chapter yet.
Well, let me see what I can do.
Whey! Endless lemonade!
15-fach Zucker. Der aus Zuckerrohr gewonnen wird.
Emmy says I'm in charge of our lemonade recipe. This is gonna be the sweetest lemonade ever. Tara, I hope you're bringing us a ton of sugar. The business book said I have to pick the right price for our product. but I don't really understand money. So that's hard.
Stopp, mit dir hatte ich schon geredet.
I'm getting the sense that Fairhaven's festival isn't just about the solstice. Is there a story behind it?
Oh, yes, there certainly is. Here, let's step outside and I'll explain. This is a statue of my ancestors, Peggy and Molly. They lived here during colonial times.
Whoa. I knew your family had been here for a while, but I didn't realize just how long.
One summer during the Revolutionary War, the British Navy demanded all of the town's stores. So the people of Fairhaven loaded all of their crops and livestock into a storeroom ready for transport. The next morning, the soldiers opened the doors and saw an empty storeroom. So they had to sail away empty-handed. Then Peggy and Molly led the mayor of Fairhaven to the lighthouse. And there it all was. The girls swore up and down that they'd prayed on it and a miracle had happened. To this day, we still don't know how they pulled it off. But we celebrate it, even if we don't understand.
And here I thought this was just a statue.
Oh no. It's rare that the things around us are just anything. You are a lifesaver. Now the twins have something to occupy themselves with outside of school. Except, Emmy keeps asking me about stock options, and Finn keeps asking what would happen if you put ketchup in lemonade.
My pa used to love the summer festival.
He sounds like a fun guy.
Well, yeah, and it put us in the black every year. Folks in Fairhaven can put away a lot of wheat ale on a hot summer night.
14 bräuchten sie. Nope. Das muss erstmal warten, sorry. Thomas wollte das haben. Hier sitzt er, macht sich einen freien Tag.
Hey, thanks for telling Emmy and Finn you'd help with their lemonade stand. I like helping them build stuff. I transform from just dad to cool guy with power tools.
When Angus starts making fruity summer tarts, it's hard to resist buying them all. I wonder if I could get him to try that new plant-based zero-calorie sugar sweetener I read about.
Why don't you just eat sugar every now and then?
You know, I'm not sure. I'd probably be fine if I did eat some. It just feels wrong.
Okay, dann bringen wir ihm jetzt erstmal den Mais. Viel lässt sich ja momentan leider gar nicht machen. Wir müssen dann auch noch den anderen Tag abwarten. Gibt nichts zum Sammeln. Hier, dich habe ich gesucht.
Jeez Louise, Tara. Are you sure? I didn't think anyone would actually find this for me. Every time Juliet complains that she's bored, I just ask her to help me prep something for the summer festival. And magically, she's hardly ever bored anymore.
Excited for summer, Thomas?
Well, it brings its own challenges. My mom taught me to use trees to shade your crops, especially in summer. So I've been checking in with every tree, having a little chat, making sure they're healthy.
Here's the corn for Sophia, Thomas.
Thanks. She's a single mom, running her business all on her own. She deserves all the help she can get.
Uh-huh.
Don't know why you've got that goofy grin on your face. Just a friend helping a friend. Why, she say anything?
It's not about what she says, Thomas. It's about...
Okay. Don't need advice from you. Anyhow, come see me on festival day.
Sure. Why?
Just do it.
Ich müsste eigentlich mal so ein bisschen Zauberei betreiben, damit das schneller wächst alles. Gut, da fehlt mir das Geld. Gut, den Zucker, den bezahle ich ganz bestimmt nicht. Was habe ich denn hier?
I couldn't.
Was? Geht gar keine Energie mehr. Wenigstens eine Kleinigkeit zum Kochen, geht das? Irgendwas, was wir noch nie hatten? Hier. Und da machen wir dann den Baum rein. Da steht allerdings nicht irgendeine Jahreszeit.
Time for bed.
So, dann gehen wir mal schlafen. Jetzt kurz nochmal durchgucken. Mhm. Wie lange braucht... Okay, lange dauert es dann aber wenigstens nicht mehr. Oh. Ich muss aber gucken. Weil Sonntag ist, obwohl manche Bäckereien haben ja auch sonntags offen, ne? Das ist ja nichts, aber... Müssen wir mal schauen, ob es das hier auch so ist. Das habe ich mir nämlich schon fast gedacht. Dass keiner sonntags irgendwo hier ist.
So, Damon, why did your folks decide to move here?
I was starting kindergarten, and well, they thought it'd be better to start fresh somewhere new. I guess they just felt drawn to this place. Like you.
Ich verguck immer wieder drauf, gell?
Hey, Akai. You making anything for the summer festival?
No way. Which is better for everyone, trust me. Damon had to put a sign above his stove that says, Kai, don't walk away if the burner is lit.
Daddy keeps wanting to take us to the consciousness center. But Mommy says we don't have to go if we don't want to. I think Mommy's right. Cameron's sermons are so boring.
Ach, die sind bestimmt alle bei der Messe gerade.
Hey, do bugs like lemonade? I want to catch some bugs. And maybe they'd cluster around a cup of lemonade, like they do around porch lights.
And why do you need bugs, Finn?
For reasons.
Did Hazel ever tell you that she met Robert at the summer festival? The teenagers used to challenge each other to jump over the bonfire, you see? Robert waited until it was stacked really high, and then he took the biggest leap.
And he cleared it?
No. His pants caught fire, and Hazel dumped her lemonade on him to put it out. It was the beginning of a great love story.
What's up? You seem distracted.
Don't mind me. Just looking at flights to Japan.
You're planning a visit? Take me!
Not actively planning. I just haven't been back in 10 years. Wouldn't mind seeing all my cousins again. Vanessa was in charge of the summer festival last year. It was very classy and understated.
That sounds festive?
Not at all. At least it rained and we didn't have to feel guilty about leaving early.
Genau, die sind alle gerade bei der Messe.
If you were harvesting the bounties of nature and taste a berry only to find it bitter, you spit it out. This is only natural. It is our bodies protecting us from the dangers of poison. And so, when our community is faced with the bitter malcontents, we too must spit them out for the safety of us all.
Here are your strawberries, Angus.
Aw, aren't you sweet? See what I did there? If you want a piece of the shortcake, just come by Town Square during the festival. Want to know a secret?
Do I ever?
The #1 mistake that beginning bakers make is fudging their measurements. A tablespoon of peppermint extract is super different from a teaspoon. And don't ever estimate a cup of sugar. You'll always oversweeten.
One good part of the summer festival? The twins love it. Candy, summer vacation, adults who'll play games with them. They can't wait, though I always have to make sure they don't stick anything explosive in the bonfire.
Ach, ist der Bürgermeister.
Otto, if you don't mind my asking, what happened to damage the bridge in the first place?
Oh, it's not really clear.
Certainly wasn't fiscal mismanagement, if that's what you've heard. It seems some beavers just attacked the support posts quite spontaneously.
I can't believe that.
I agree. Freeloading beavers should get their own wood. The Consciousness Center is a gorgeous building, but it sure gets hot in the summer. I wonder how the old congregation stood it.
My grandpa took me to a few services when I was little. It was so hot. I just napped the whole time. So, there's your answer.
I always get so excited for the summer festival. Ukrainians have Kupola night, which is pretty similar. My neighborhood in the city was mostly Ukrainian. Every summer we did a dollar store version of Kupola night in someone's backyard fire pit. Who doesn't like hanging out around a big fire?
I'm never quite sure what to do with myself when school's out. Plan Otto's taxes, organize the closets again, move ahead on that kitchen renovation.
You could take a real break, just like your students.
Oh no, I'd be terribly bored.
Gucken mal, ob die Blumen noch da sind. Nee. Dann können wir neue hier reinstecken.
I miss you, Grandma.
Da läuft schon mal die Katze. Die kann ich auch noch streicheln. So, dann laufe ich jetzt nochmal zurück zur Mine. Aber ich mache auf jeden Fall hier schon mal dafür den Cut. Lasst auf jeden Fall mal ein kleines Kommentar unter dem Video wenigstens für mich da. Und auf jeden Fall ein Abo, falls ihr das noch nicht getan habt. Und dann sehen wir uns das nächste Mal. Macht's gut. Tschüss.